Welcome in. I am the Crypto Bull God, and this is All in the Charts. If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Drop me a comment. You got to click the bell icon, and then I think you have to double click it. Click all notifications and make sure you subscribe to the channel to know when I go live each and every single weekday on the YouTubes. Wanted to let everybody know that there is a video being released tomorrow. I think it's well worth everyone's time. It's like an 8-minute video. It's not very long. I think it's well worth the watch. I'm going to go over a historically significant golden cross, what it could mean for price action. It is something, if you've routinely tuned into the live stream, we have covered quite a bit. We haven't touched base on it in a little while, for a couple weeks, and that was intentional because I planned on putting out a video. By the way, you can give me a follow on the Twitterverse. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and TradingView. It is one word. It is Crypto Bull God. Hope everybody is having a nice day. What's up, Ugos? Hope everyone's having a nice day. I actually just had I had to change cleaning services, but I had a couple really nice ladies come in today and do like a deep clean on my place. I'm a really neat person, very clean, very neat. And I like someone to just come in and like do like a deep clean once every like 3 months. So I don't have them clean my whole place. Like my office, I take care of my office myself. No one comes in here. But like in particular, like the kitchen, the main bathroom, like all that stuff, I really like someone to get in there and just like really sanitize everything. So it makes me feel good inside. So I'm feeling good right now because everything is like super duper clean. Curtis, we can take a look at Jasmine. Not super familiar with the project. I know I've heard of it, and it might have been asked some questions on this live stream about it. Guys, did want to say I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be live streaming tomorrow. That might not happen. I have a lot of things going on this weekend, and I may use the time otherwise that I would live stream to get some things done going into the weekend, because I have quite a list in front of me of things I want to accomplish this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. But I would say at this point, given the sideways consolidation in the market, probably nothing too eventful will happen tomorrow. So unless if there's some sort of unexpected bullish or bearish price action, chances are I will use the time to be proactively getting things done so I don't feel so swamped this weekend. But we can cover the charts today. I think today's live stream will be a little bit quicker in nature, depending what your questions are. Really didn't have anything super deep to cover today that, quite honestly, we haven't covered this week. We haven't covered in prior live streams. You can see that Bitcoin is in this orange box. What I've continued to reiterate, and I'll reiterate it again since we're live today and I'm sharing with you, nothing for me has changed in terms of what I'm anticipating. And to be more specific, given that low volatility and those Bollinger Bands that we've spoken to, given we are at a historic level for low levels of volatility in crypto and in Bitcoin, given that I'm looking for crypto to catch up the past several months with the traditional markets. As traditional markets, I think over the next couple weeks, I think we could spend some time doing just some healthy consolidation. We've made quite a move up. People are calling that we've topped in traditional markets, which I definitely do not think is the case. But as traditional markets continue to consolidate for a bit, I think there's definitely an opportunity for crypto to have that big move up. Seeing Bitcoin up 10% plus in a day, kind of catching up to traditional markets. So we'll have to see how it plays out. But nothing really super exciting to pan out. There's been some large moves. One of the projects I wanted to take a look at with you guys real quick was XDC. Now, you guys know that we have covered XDC on this channel quite a bit. And I know that Nick, Ncash Official, he is the one that he's the individual I think of when I think of XDC, because I know he's been really big on it. And it's one of those projects that I know he turned me on to Casper, A0, and XDC was one of those projects he's like, hey man, gotta look into it. And you only have so much time to devote, at least, I mean, I only have so much time I can devote. So I never really took a hard look at this. And man, Sure wish I would have gotten some back here at 2.6 cents. This thing is running hard. Good day, Kathleen. Good to see you in here. This thing is running hard. And one of the things I pointed out in a tweet yesterday, guys, we tweeted this, we took a look at this chart. I have not changed this chart. This chart is exactly as is. In fact, I'm going to be a little presumptuous and say we're going to close the week out above 6.8 cents. But we're going to turn this green. Guys, we literally wicked up right to 9 cents. We had identified this as an area of price confluence, right? So if you were looking to trade this thing and you had this down here, smart thing to do, take a little off at 4.5, maybe shave a little off at 6.8, let the rest run, put in a stop loss maybe, and then maybe got stopped out somewhere in this area close to 9 cents. But this thing has had a ginormous move up. Now, I do want to caution everyone. I'm not saying we can't go higher, but we're already at nearly 50% of our prior all-time high, not to mention the fact that the RSI right now is signaling that we're a little overbought, okay? You can see at times, now here it looks like we consolidated for a few weeks and then we continued to go up. Then the RSI, we saw some bearish divergence come in there. I want to take a look at the MACD. Thank you for everyone new tuning in. I'm not seeing the thumbs up. Would appreciate the support. Hide the comments. Express a little love if you want. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, if you value the analysis and you want more people to catch on, you have to hit the thumbs up because it's just the YouTube's algorithm. That's the reason why. It doesn't do anything for me as a content creator beyond help the algorithm to spread it out. So hit the thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Looking at the MACD here, looking very healthy. I would just be cautious here, though. It's similar. Remember when XRP and XLM had their large moves up, and I said, hey, I would caution everyone here. There's a difference between fundamentally supporting a project and then exercising discipline from a risk-reward strategy, right? Do not buy XRP up in the 80, 70 cent area, I said. Wait for that pullback into 60 cents and 50 cents was really my main area. Okay, same thing on XDC. I'm not interested in XDC at these prices. Let's see if we have any bearish divergences coming in here on the RSI. A little bit, nothing really concerning if we go down to a smaller time frame. Now, one thing I would point out, beyond there being a little bit of bearish divergence here in the RSI, one thing I would point out here, let's go to even a smaller time frame. I mean, we could evaluate this on several different time frames, but the thing to point out to you here in general is I want you to look at this candlestick, okay? Every chart and every candlestick tells a story. What does this candlestick say to you? What it says to you is we opened here. We opened at 5.9 cents. We only closed at 6.3. We went all the way up, though. We went all the way up to 9 cents. This is buyer exhaustion. There were a lot of sellers. Sellers took the price all the way down from 9 cents to 6.3 cents, 6.2 cents, okay? So what that tells me, just looking at that candlestick, I'm not saying that we can't push above 9 cents, but I'm saying the odds are in the favor of not pushing above 9 cents in the short term. The odds are in the favor, although this is a beautiful step function. And I know I had commented in the past that when we evaluated XDC on the weekly, I said it was one of the more beautiful looking charts I have seen. If you zoom out here real quick, I mean, I just really appreciate beautiful looking charts. Guys, this is beautiful. Just a beautiful from a symmetrical standpoint. But yes, I believe the odds are in the favor given what the candlesticks are saying, given some of the RSI readings on the bearish divergence, that while we certainly could push up, maybe we poke our head above 9 cents, maybe we try for 10 or 11 cents. The odds are absolutely in the favor of buyer exhaustion and wanting to come down and have healthy consolidation. So where should we look for healthy consolidation? Well, first I've identified an area around 7 cents, 6.8 cents, right? Let's use the most current price action on a daily actually to identify other areas of price confluence that we could come down to. Another area looks like right around there at 6.4 cents. And it looks like there's also another area of price confluence right around there at 5.9 cents. So, you know, if you want to really get, I mean, you could identify even additional areas of price confluence. I would say even 5.6 cents. So what I would wait for, so let's just say I wanted to establish a position in XDC, right? Because I don't currently own a position. What I would do is I wouldn't chase this. That's the worst thing you can do. It shows that you're a noob in the market. I've done it, okay? I'm not pointing fingers. We've all made mistakes in life, and including in, in investment strategies and trading. But in this case, what I would not do is I would not chase the trend. That's the worst thing you can do. You want to be patient. You want to say, you know what? And I've said this many times on this channel. I missed it. I missed my opportunity for a really great trade, right? Or to get in at really low levels at 3 cents. I missed it. Accept it. It's okay. There's plenty of other projects out there. But if you still want to get into this thing, I would allow price to come to me. And this is really, I would identify this as my, I always do this on this channel, right? Do this a lot. This is my golden pocket. I'm going to put in my golden pocket that I have identified. Could even go a little bit lower, but this is my golden pocket for XDC, okay? My golden pocket looks to sit between 6.8 cents and 5.6 cents. If we do indeed come down to the 6.8 to 5.6 cents, guys, zoom out. What are we actually doing here? Well, is it healthy? Of course it is. Come up here, consolidate, come up here, consolidate, and then just continue moving up. So very, very healthy price consolidation, building those higher highs and higher lows, okay? Another thing you could do if we, one last thing you could do, which I routinely do, if we have indeed topped out, you could measure the bottom to the top, and you could look for that 618 golden ratio down here at 4.5 cents if you really wanted to try to play some sort of volatility wick down. I don't know that we're going to get that low in price looking at it. I would suspect we're not going to get that low in price. Maybe the 0.5 fib retracement level, but I don't see us coming down to 4.5 cents. Crypto is very volatile. It's certainly a possibility. I just don't see it based on how strong this move was, but we'll have to see. Let's see who we have in the live stream. DT, glad to see you in the house. Ricky, glad to see you back. DT, by the way, I didn't mean to, you know this, you've been a long time supporter. I missed the fact that you wanted me to chart this yesterday. Sometimes it's challenging when you're multitasking and you can miss something. So I apologize. You know, I didn't mean to ignore you. That's what I meant. So I apologize. You said something at the end of the live stream yesterday, and I didn't even know what you meant. It sort of implied maybe I missed your question. Maybe you asked about Treehouse, but I totally missed that, so sorry. Ali Shasha. I like that name. Ali Shasha. I like that. Let's take a look at Treehouse. We might have looked at this before. I feel like we did. We're about to find out together. Yes, we have. Not familiar with the project. I don't own any of this thing, but I will tell you, this thing looks like it's in the midst of a trend reversal. I will tell you that. Guys, come on. This one's an easy one, right? This is on the weekly. This is Trias, ticker symbol TRIAS. I know there was Curtis, I didn't forget about you. I saw your question on Jasmine. What do we got? A low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher. Now I see something else that's bearish potentially we'll look at, but high, higher high, higher high, and a higher high. DT, shut your mouth, sir. Now you're making me feel bad. You asked me about this several times. All right. Well, you know what? I'm getting old and senile, so this is the only time I'll play the old man card. This looks like it could be. The only thing that has me a little, do we have a rising wedge here? Yeah, this is the only thing, DT. This is the one bearish thing I see in this chart. Now, what this is a rising wedge. Now, you guys know if you follow this channel for a while, we commonly look at something called a falling wedge. This is a falling wedge, okay? A falling wedge starts broad at the top and then it narrows down, right? So what happens is you have price wide up here and then it's getting narrower and narrower, like ACH. Alchemy Pay is in a massive 2-3 day falling wedge, okay? So we get in this falling wedge, and what happens is when price pinches down here, eventually what happens is the probability is a break up, okay? That is a falling wedge. So a rising wedge, intuitively, if you understood what a falling wedge was, a rising wedge is going to be the inverse of that. And so what that's going to be is a bearish pattern. So what happens is we start wide here, and then we start to narrow. And what typically likes to happen is price likes to break down. Now, the way you can actually measure the move, okay, we could measure a hypothetical target here. What we're going to do is we're going to measure from the top of the widest point where it starts to the bottom, right there at that wick. So this would give us an approximate target. It depends on the breakdown point, okay? So if we broke down here, and this is a weekly, this would be the target. If we don't break down all the way until up here, this would be the target, okay? So it's at the point of breakdown, okay? This is the one thing I don't like to see in this chart, DT, is I see a potential rising wedge here. That stuck out to me right away when I looked at the chart. You could tell as I was talking. But besides that, we're building the higher highs and higher lows. I do think, let's see if we have any bearish divergence in the RSI. It just looks a little suspect to me. I would not be surprised, and I have the areas of price confluence drawn here, DT. If we do come down, these are the main levels that I would look at. Looks like between $1.80 and $2.54. So what I could see potentially happening is maybe a little breakdown and then a snap right back up. Something to keep an eye on. But we also have areas of price confluence and resistance on the way up. I already have these drawn out from prior live streams. So you can see right around $4.70 to $5, followed by $6.96, let's call it $7, and then $11. So that is what I would point out on this chart. One other thing real quick. Yeah, sort of like a descending resistance there that we'll have to break above eventually. But that is what I see in the chart. Thank you for asking the question, DT. I'm glad I could finally answer your question. Sorry, one more time. Sorry about yesterday. I apologize. Fucking Frankie's in the house. What's up, my friend? Welcome in, Javid. These live streams, I got to tell you, especially wait until things get exciting and you do see a 10% pop in Bitcoin. You will see me come on here. The thing is, I can be outwardly emotional with you guys and just be fucking excited and acting sort of acting character and get a little loopy sometimes. But inside, I am extremely robotic about what it is that I'm doing. Don't confuse the two. I can be somewhat of an entertainer on the YouTube here, but beneath the surface, I'm extremely, I am struggling with life right now. I am extremely calm, cool, and collective. God damn, I only have wine to sip it down with, not water. Okay. Anyway, what I was getting at is, I'll give a heart emoji, DT, a heart emoji. I'm glad you feel loved. What I was going to say is it's going to be that much more enthusiastic when we come out here and do a live stream and things are pumping. And if we're in such dismal, not dismal, but just static, boring, bullshit price action right now, I appreciate all of the comments to make this entertaining, because I got to tell you, as a content creator coming out here live every day, some days it is challenging. It is challenging, so I appreciate the extent to which you engage with me. I really do. All right, now let's get to Curtis's question. He's been very patient, and I know that I don't have a chart saved for this one, although we might have charted this one before. This is Jasmine. Let's take a look if we've charted this one. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. This is on a weekly. Not much to tell you here, my friend. I'm going to look at a 3-day just for you. Now, I'll look at a 3-day. But you can see, okay, Curtis, what I want you to notice, the last time we charted this, price was somewhere up in this area. And the reason I can say that is because this green area denotes an area of support. So at the time we charted this together, this would have been an area of support, price was above it. So what we need to do is we need to flip this to red to represent an area of resistance. And now, in terms of other areas of price confluence here, this looks like a pretty easy chart to read in terms of other areas that I'm looking at here. So this is an area of support. We're going to mark that right at 365. Okay, make it really simple. And then it looks like, I mean, there's a couple areas here. I'm not going to go overkill here. What's this area, 3.4? Okay, so Curtis, what I would point out first here is that where do we want price to hold support, right? That's the first question we want to ask ourselves. And we actually want to do that as well. This is getting confusing. There's too many damn colors on the screen. This is reminding me of a former company I used to work at. I had a couple really good students that used to report to me, and my one student, she put a file together, and super smart kid. I miss working with her. She was such a good kid, and she put a file together, and it had a lot of reds and greens, and I was looking at this file. I was like, her name was Kylie. I said, Christ, Kylie, is it Christmas? Like, is it Christmas? What is going on with this file? There's so much damn color shading in here. Of course, I could not use I could not use that colorful language. But good kid, very good kid. Not a kid anymore. Apparently, she's having a kid. She's having a kid of her own. So, cheers. God, my God. Anyway, so what I would point out here is we have an ascending area of support at the moment, right? This wick and this wick, ascending area of support. And now what I really want to focus on is this green zone of support between 3.4 and 3.6 cents. Now, if we do lose that, there is one other area I really want to hold up. That's this wick here. We came all the way down here. This is what the story is that's created for me when I look at this, okay? It's around 3.5 cents. No, excuse me. Yes, 3.5 cents. The story that's created is we sold all the way down here, but there was seller exhaustion. So the buyers ate up the price at 3.5 cents. If we come down here and we lose 3.5 cents, this is weaker than first suspected, and we could go significantly lower potentially. All right, and we don't want to start going down here and entertaining double bottoms or lower lows. Double bottoms are fine, but not lower lows. So let's maintain, I really, you got the 3.5 cents, but I really want to maintain this like it's not even 3 cents, okay, because of the decimals. Sorry, it's whatever the hell it is, 0.00. 0.00365 to 0.0034. All right. Now, in terms of areas of resistance, I have it coded. We need to get above 4.4 cents. Okay, that is our main area of resistance. Once we get above 4.4 cents, let's get above here. Created a support, descending resistance, followed by two major zones of resistance between 8.4 and 7.6 cents. Curtis, come on back when we get a weekly close above 8.4 cents. I am not interested until we get up here. I'm going to start doing this on charts for people that ask me to chart this so that I know this is where we're interested, because I don't want to keep charting out the same charts with the same, sort of analysis. I want it to be value added. So, yes. So I hope you found that helpful, Curtis. Let me know if you have any questions. Quickly drop me a comment if you have a question about the chart, but I hope that addresses it. 8.4 cents is the weekly close we want until we really start to become interested in this thing. What's up, Ned? Ned, you know what you made me think of, Ned? You made me think of, now I just thought of Ned Flanders, but you know what you really made me think of? You made me think of Nick. Like, where the fuck is Nick at? And everybody needs to pump Nick's bags, all right? Everybody needs to pump Nick's bags. What other questions do we have? There really isn't, guys, there's not a lot of excitement in the market right now. There's not a lot of other super thrilling things going on. Casper, I'd love it to start to break out. Let's take a look at Casper real quick. I own a little bag of Casper. I don't know, know, what's a little bag, what's a big bag? Like, I don't know. I own a decent amount. I'll say that. We got descending resistance. We got this support band. I mean, we're just sort of coiling up here. I want to see it break this definitively and start heading up towards 11 cents. That's really what I want to start seeing. It looks like I have targets here based on my prior video. Yeah, 11, 19, and 24. Of course, I was expecting this for the summer, so we're going to have to see if it pans out in the month of August, or is it going to go later into September? But you can see on the weekly here, the MACD, I like to see this on Casper. You can see that the MACD is starting to flatten out. It wants to flatten, and this histogram is turning light red. Very, very good to see. I want to see it cross up. As this continues to cross up in the RSI, stochastic RSI, excuse me, starts to gain momentum. We're only at 14 over 9. We want to get above the 20 trigger line. When you see the stochastic RSI on Casper on the weekly get above 20, and it's positive, this MACD should be getting closer and closer to a positive cross. We should start to get to see that big move that I've been waiting for, that I put out a video on a little bit ago. Having difficulties with the chart here. There's Nick. Let's all pump Nick's bags. What's up, Nick? I knew you were there. I know my viewers. I know Kathleen. I know DT. I know Ugos. I know Javid, Frankie Legend. I'm getting to know all of your names. Like, I'm getting to know, and that, you know, I don't know if this is sad, but I probably know. No, that's not true. I won't say that. I know more people on YouTube than I know in real life. That is not true. I consider all of you my friends. All of you faithful followers and subscribers. You're all my friends. What other questions do we have? Wait, there was somebody new here. Altcoin John, I haven't seen you before. Welcome in, brother. Anybody else new to the live stream? I'm curious. When a new name pops up, because my audience, I've become so familiar with my audience, and it's going to be interesting when this channel does start to take off more, and I have maybe 20 or 30 or 40,000 subscribers. It'll be interesting at that point, because I think even though the comments will be filled with more comments than there are today, there'll be more viewers than there are today, I'm still going to recognize all the names of the people who have followed me since day one. So appreciation. Pump my bags, my friend. Pump my bags. Altcoin John, know your role. Pump Nick's bags. Guys, any other TA questions? If not, we're going to call it a day here and make it a short live stream. Not really too much else to update. I'm going to go through my watch list here. If there's anything interesting that jumps out to me, yeah, I don't really see anything. Guys, did you check out the track video that I made on Origin Trail? If you haven't, I would check it out, because at current price levels, I see around a 23x minimum price appreciation from current levels. Yeah, not a lot of excitement going on. We have a lot of stable coins. HBAR is a stable coin at 5 cents. Harmony One is a stable coin at 1 cent. Digibyte is a stable coin at 0.008 cents. Chainlink is a stable coin at like $6-7. I mean, all these stable coins. Flare is a dumpster fire. XRP, look at XRP. I'm going to, oh no, wait, hold on. Altcoin John. Oh, Nick, did you ask about this yesterday? Rio, let's take a look. XRP is getting down to those price levels I spoke about. Remember, I said be patient on XRP. What's funny is, I don't know if the XRP community hates me. I don't really know what's going on, but I noticed I put out a couple videos on XRP not too long. One recent and one a little while ago, not getting a lot of views. And the funny thing is, what I'm starting to wonder to myself, let me share something with you and we're going to get into Rio. Is there anyone here from the XRP community? Because what I'm wondering is, because my videos are so realistic, and I've been a supporter of the project for a long time. If you recall, I had the XRP and the Bitcoin stuff behind me on the wall. Like, that was intentional to show I'm not a maximalist. Support both, okay? But what I'm starting to wonder is because I don't have clickbait in the thumbnail and because I don't give unrealistic price targets, if viewers are uninterested and it's almost like that community in particular is preconditioned. They're so conditioned based on so much hype that is in that community that I almost feel like my videos are so boring to them. This is just something I was theorizing to myself. That me saying there's a big update, all eyes on one, that it's not really enough. I want to hear you talk about XRP go to like $50. I mean, you know, and what's funny is if you actually watch the technical analysis that I did on that project on XRP, it's literally doing exactly what I said it would do. So I don't know. Not really sure, but anyway, let's get back to the charts here. Let me catch up with the comments. I'm going to get into Rio. It's on 94 WIP. Rio likes violence. If you catch 94 WIP on Philly Sports Talk, Rio likes violence. I like violence and I promote it. Bull run is going to be great. Absolutely. We're going to hold you to that. I will remember everybody, Kathleen. No, the names stick out to me. DXY, we just covered that very recently. Kathleen, thank you for the positive feedback. Altcoin John, since you're new to the channel, I just recently covered the DXY, but we'll cover it again since you're new to the channel. I don't mind. No clickbaits, please, CBG. Oh, I don't do clickbait. You know, I was going through one of the things that we're going to get into Rio first, and then we'll get into the DXY. One of the things that was suggested to me, I've been reading it was suggested, I'm actually doing an audiobook on figuring out the YouTube algorithm. Because as a content creator, obviously it would behoove me, this is one we've charted before, it would behoove me to understand how does the YouTube algorithm work and how can I make the algorithm work for me? That's one of the things you have to figure out as a content creator. Because I can put out what you would consider all the best content in the world, but if I'm not marketing it in the right way, it does not need to be clickbait, but if I'm not marketing it in the right way and utilizing YouTube to the full extent possible, it's never going to grow and reach the audience that I hope it does. Like I genuinely hope my channel grows extensively, because what that means is people not only find value in the content, but my reach has been spread and I can help more and more people because I do feel like I put logical content together. And one of the things they suggest you do is look at other channels, like see what other channels are doing and stuff. And there is so much cringe out there. There is just so much cringe with people, facial expressions on thumbnails, and obvious attempts to lure people in based on word choices and prices in the thumbnail. And it's just, if you knew me as a person personally, okay, outside of the world of YouTube, and you actually knew who I was as a person, integrity is at the heart of everything I do in life, okay? So for me to do that would go against who I am, the very nature of who I am as a human being. So I can't do it. Like, I just can't do the clickbait shit. Can't do it. Like, I'm either going to learn the algorithm and grow my channel organically, what I consider to be the right way, or not. But I'm very confident in my ability to keep working, learn the system, and growing my channel naturally. So we'll kind of see where we're at a year from now. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. So we've taken a look at this chart before, Curtis. Thank you for the question. Oh, no, wait, this was not Curtis. I apologize. Was this Nick? No. Who the hell was this? Now I'm losing track. I'm going to blame this on age. No, it was Nick. Nick, you asked a question on Neo. Neo? Wow. Yeah, we're going to make this an early live stream. Okay, so I have areas of resistance and support already drawn out. We're on a 3-day. One of the things I would look for, because we already have support and resistance. You can read it to the right? You don't need me to baby step you through that process. Look at the areas of support and resistance. But one thing that sticks out to me, you can see that look at that. Look at that. So one of the things I already see that looks apparent here, you could draw this ascending line a couple different ways. It would not surprise me. Let me give you my thoughts. sort of like a pole. And now we have a pennant. And we come all the way down to around this level. We could come all the way down to like 13 cents. This could be a bull pennant in the works. And we could eventually drastically shoot up in value. That is one of the things that sticks out to me in this chart, is that potential formation in the chart. But for now, I don't want to conclude that until we see price further develop. I would want to see a third touch at the bottom here. So I have this ascending line. You can draw it a couple different ways. I like where there's more touchies, more touchy-touchies. Okay, thumbs up for everyone new tuning in. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, this is going to be a green area of support. Okay, so just updating the chart. But you can see what's going on here, Nick. I certainly would love to pump your bags by telling you the bull flag's going to play out. But in order for the bull flag to play out, I'd want a third touchdown here successfully and then a rebound up here. Now, once we have this formation, yeah, the bull flag is definitely in play for me, okay? But you can see my areas of support here. If I wanted to buy this asset, never financial advice, or scale into more or establish a position, I am buying all in this zone. All in this zone. This is my zone. This looks like a giant turd that I'm drawing. This zone right here, okay? That zone is where I'm buying, okay? Leave that up for a second so you can examine where price is at those levels. You can see it's, it just depends where we touch the ascending line. It's really in the 13 to, let's keep it stupid simple, between 16.5 cents and 13 cents. That's really the buy level, okay? Anywhere in that level. That's what I see. Now, in terms of price indicators, which we haven't even looked at yet, MACD looks great. Okay, we're rebounding. RSI is looking good. We're just under 59. Stochastic RSI is starting to cross up. So who knows? Maybe we invalidate the bear flag thesis. The other thing we could do, okay, another possibility, Nick, look at the extent I'm doing technical analysis for you. This is how much I appreciate you. The other thing we could be doing, we could also do something like this. So we could see this here, eventually a touch, okay, sort of an ascending triangle / bull flag. This is a bull pennant, okay? A flat top. We have a flat top here, right? That we could touch a few times and then eventually break out. It's an ascending triangle / bull pennant. Yeah, one more thing I would like everyone to do, and this is not financial advice. I'm just going to read what is prompted to me on the screen because that's what a lot of people do on TV. I would like everyone to buy Rio and pump Nick's bags. Would you please do me that favor? Click the thumbs up and let me know that you're going to buy Rio and pump Nick's bags. Would appreciate that. Let's get into the DXY. Let me read some of these comments because I was talking and talking and talking. Big bag of XRP. You're welcome, Altcoin John. Crypto comes to mind. I don't like to name names on this channel. I was just well, that's sad. I'm out of one. I don't like to name names, but I was having a conversation with someone that is going to be on the live stream in less than 2 weeks. A new guest on the live stream. Look out for that announcement. I'm very excited to have him on. I have much respect for him, which apparently, like I said, he's been following the channel for some time. I didn't even know that. But one of the things I knew about one content creator, but never really, I guess it's rather intuitive to extrapolate it about other content creators. But one of the things you have to consider with some of these content creators is a lot of the revenue that they're bringing in is tied to their actual YouTube channel and sponsorships and all these things that don't actually involve selling and buying and selling crypto, right? So they're making all of their money off of this stuff. So, yeah, just consider that sometimes when you hear some of the bullshit that they're saying. Anyway, let's not go down that path. Let's see what else we got here. Put my bags. You will pimp my channel. Well, I hope you do. I don't really even know what that means, but I hope you do. Maple. Wow, I haven't looked at that one in a long time. You want to buy some maple? Maple syrup, Kathleen, goes very well on flapjacks. Drop me a comment really quickly here as we take a look at the DXY and then maple. This might be the last two charts we take a look at. Looking at time, I think they will be. Do you guys, I want you to drop me a comment on this. I'm dead serious for the 12 people that are on viewing right now. 12 people, okay? All 12. Do you prefer the name pancakes or flapjacks? Okay? 1 for pancakes, 2 for flapjacks. I'm going 2. Flapjacks. That's what my grandfather called them. That's what I call them. They are called flapjacks. They are not called pancakes. Fuck that. They're not called pancakes. Okay. I'll get to the comments in a moment here. Oh, Chico mentioned Maple on his channel today. Ricky, I did see that. I don't think that's the exchange they were talking about, though. That's definitely not, because they talked about a larger exchange, but I did see that news. Ned and Nick all vote 1. Catalyst knows what he's talking about. He's voting 2. Greg, you have black oil. You have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Waffles are different than flapjacks, my friend. Curtis, why the hell are you doing that to me? We got a 3-1 vote so far. Somebody chime in with a 2 on flapjacks, please. This is a weekly on the DXY. God damn it, Ricky. What is wrong with you people? I thought I liked you. I'm going to have to reconsider whether or not I like my audience or not. Everybody's voting for pancakes. God damn. What's wrong with you? My grandfather would be very ashamed. Oh, my God. I love waffles, but thank you, Greg. Thank you, Black Oil. Flapjacks. Looking at the DXY, what I had indicated here, kind of looking at price indicators. Sorry when I sniff like that. Allergies, can't help it. We have it looks like we have an area of price confluence in the RSI around 53. We're starting to bounce our head up against. We can't get above. That could cause us resistance. It could express a topping zone in the DXY. So I just want to focus on price action because price action is king. Guys, what are we in right now? We are in a bear flag, okay? This is not a falling wedge. This is not a falling wedge. This is let me express to you what's going on here. This is a channel, okay? This is a channel. It's not getting more narrow, okay? We can't do this. If you follow someone that does this sort of TA, I suggest unfollowing them, okay? I can give you advice not on finances, but on who you follow. This is not a valid formation. Why? Because you can't draw something that goes through candle bodies. This is invalid, okay? This is valid, and it's a channel, and it's a bear flag. I have the target shown. So this was, I forget who asked this question. I apologize. Point is, I could see the DXY coming all the way up here to like 103.5 and it rolling over. We could come all the way up to here and then roll over. At some point, I see a massive plummet in value between 95 and 89. Where is the most likely bottoming zone for the DXY for me? I could see it getting all the way down between 95 to as low as just below 90, this 89.8. Okay, I don't know that we're going to go all the way down to 89 and below. I think my real golden zone here, if I had to identify it, it would be anywhere in this area. Anywhere in this area, okay? That's where I see the DXY going down to bottom, where it will ultimately bottom. And so just to kind of paint the picture here of my expectations, right? Crypto runs. A little correction. Crypto runs hard. Crypto runs hard. Remember, there is an inverse relationship between the DXY and equity markets and cryptocurrencies. As one is going up, the other is going down in generality. It doesn't mean that they have exactly the same day-to-day interactions. It means overall, as one is going up, the other is going down, and vice versa. Maple, huh? So Crypto Chico or Chico Crypto, whatever the fuck his name is, that guy mentioned Maple, huh? Maybe he has a large stake in it. Maybe he owns a lot of it and he's trying to, like Nick, maybe he's trying to pump his bags. I mean, I'm somewhat familiar with the project, but I just got into it at one point because of the chart. But, and I know I've spoken to this chart several times on this live stream. As you can see here, this is still valid. We had this drawn a while ago. Let's extend this line over. Yeah, so what I see here, I don't know that I would call this a bull pennant. The pennant is so big. What I would say is we had a dramatic rise in price. We went from $2.70 all the way up to nearly $9, right? And we've just had consolidation with the rest of the market. We're consolidating in here. Will we break up? Will we break down? MACD's picking up. Stochastic RSI doesn't look good. Need to see that thing turn around. Momentum's dying. Now, it's not below 20. The stochastic RSI on the weekly is not below 20. It's at 33, but 33 is significantly lower than 50. RSI is at 46. We're a little oversold. I do like to see the MACD picking up at closer to 0, but the histogram, look at this histogram. It's declining in value. You see how it's declining in momentum is the way to read that in value. Okay, need to see that thing pick up. Price is king, though, ultimately. Yeah, no bullish divergence or anything like that. It's sort of neutral. When I look at this chart, it's kind of neutral to me. We're consolidating in here. If I was buying this thing, if I was looking to buy, I would be conservative with it. Where are we sitting? 585? I mean, 585 is actually a decent entry price in my opinion. So I would look anywhere where we're at to all the way down here. Okay, all the way down to 480. Now, we could break 480. We could go all the way down to 422. 422, that's a road in Pennsylvania. 422. Shout out to anyone in Pennsylvania. 422. I used to commute on that motherfucking road every single day to work. That was a bitch of a commute. Oh, my God. So glad I have this awesome work environment, this home office that I have. Don't have to do that shit anymore. I just fly in like every 3 to 4 months to corporate. That's all I do. Anyway, this would be my buy zone area, anywhere from current price levels all the way down to 480. Okay. Now we have an area of resistance. What I would also paint here, Kathleen, I do remember you asked this question. What I would also say is we have an area of resistance right here at about 690. And we also have another area where we wicked up to, I would say right there, at about 860. So these are going to be the major areas of resistance, okay, between, I'm losing track. What the hell line was this on? 690? Is that 690? I don't want to confuse you. God damn it. What line is this? Yeah, 690. So Kathleen, on the way up, the major areas of resistance are between 690 and 860, okay? And then we want to push up towards the $14 to $16 area. Big gap there, by the way, Kathleen, big gap. So once we actually start to close above 860, this thing could run hard all the way up towards 14 to 16 bucks. You could see once we clear 860, some sort of a huge green candle come in and start to push up towards $14 to $16 because there's not a lot of price. What I'm trying to say is there's not a lot of price confluence in this big gap here. We've had a big plummet. We've had big plummets in this area and big rises in prices, right? Just look to the left. Whenever you want to develop areas of price confluence, you always look to the left, okay? That's what you do because what you're doing is you're going back in time and evaluating. It's like Back to the Future, the movie, solid movie. You're going back to the future and evaluating, inside joke in my family, you're going back to the future and identifying areas of price confluence from the past, okay? So that's what I see on Maple, Kathleen. Guys, this live stream turned out to be probably about 20 minutes longer than I wanted to, but the reason that it went 20 minutes longer was because everybody was very engaging, and so I'm very happy to go longer than I anticipated because I appreciate helping you guys. So thank you for everyone new tuning in. If you haven't already, drop me a comment, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you click the bell icon. I think you have to click it twice for all notifications. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I don't know that I'm going to go live tomorrow. Like I said at the top of the live stream, you can catch my earlier comments. But regardless, whether or not I'm live tomorrow, there is a new Bitcoin video dropping tomorrow. It's 8 minutes. Make sure that you watch it. as well as I will definitively be back all week next week. So make sure that you tune in and make sure that you have a nice weekend. Pump the like button, as Nick has said. And everyone have a nice evening. Make sure you get out there, and if the weather permits, enjoy getting outside. Get away from your computer. I've spent way too much time in front of my computer this week. So make sure you enjoy your family and friends. Get out there, enjoy life, stay physically fit, blah, blah, blah. Eat your vitamins. What I sound like Hulk Hogan. Take your vitamins and say your prayers and drink your milk. All right, everybody. Take care. Until next time.